When Ghanshyam was a young boy, there was a tyrant ruler in Ayodhya. This Nawab was terrorizing the people all around, robbing them and taking away their children. Ghanshyam's father was worried for the safety of his family, and so decided to take them with him to the village of Tinwa to stay with the family of Pratit Pandey, his friend.
Hey!
There Pratit's wife, Vachana, doted on the young Ghanshyam as if he was her own child, feeding him and pampering him. In return, Ghanshyam's mother, Bhaktimata, helped out in the housework and fetched water from the village well. But Vachana gave Bhaktimata a warning about the well.
Sister, be careful about the well. That well is haunted by many ghosts.
After some days, Bhaktimata forgot about the warning. It was evening, and Bhaktimata realized there was no water for the evening meal, so she picked up a pot and set off for the well. On reaching the well, she lowered the pot inside with the rope. Suddenly, she felt something pull on the rope. She tried to pull out the pot, but something was pulling it even harder the other way. She looked over the edge of the well to see what it was. And there, to her horror, she saw many ghosts, their faces and arms coming out of the sides of the well. Terrified, she dropped the pot and ran back to the house. Ghanshyam was waiting for her on the veranda. When he saw his mother's frightened state, he spoke to her.
Ma, what happened? Why are you running? And where is the water pot and rope?
When she told Ghanshyam what had happened, he looked serious. With a determined look on his face, he ran off to the well. His shocked mother ran inside the house to call the others. On reaching the well, without hesitating, Ghanshyam climbed on the wall of the well and, taking hold of the rope tied there, he climbed down inside. He was halfway down when the ghostly faces began to emerge from the walls. Their arms and hands stretched out towards him, grasping and pulling. At that moment, the young Ghanshyam's body began to glow with a bright light, and as the ghosts touched him with their hands, they burned and they pulled back in fear. It was then that they realized that Ghanshyam was no ordinary mortal, but God himself. Immediately they began to beg for forgiveness. Ghanshyam spoke gently to them.
Who are you poor souls? How did you come to be trapped in this well?
Many years ago, we were all sinners, liars, cheaters and gamblers. One day, we had a fight with the Nawab's men and we were all killed. Because of our sins, we had to remain in this well as ghosts. It is a terrible existence. Lord, won't you take pity on us and free us from our sins? Help us, please.
Ghanshyam looked at the tormented souls with compassion. He raised his hand and blessed them and forgave them all their sins, as they had suffered enough. Immediately the ghosts began to emerge completely from the walls, and their souls drifted up and out of the well and farther up into the skies to reside in the heavenly abode of Badri Ashram. In the meantime, Ghanshyam's family and many of the villagers had reached the well. They watched in amazement as the ghosts soared up out of the well. Then Ghanshyam emerged smiling from the well, and Bhaktimata held him tightly while all the people gathered around. From that time, there have been no more ghosts in the well at Tinwa, and the villagers are able to fetch their water day or night.